you increase the voltage. If you increase the negative voltage, does the electrons pushed out? Because of this negative, you are supposed to get a positive, no? So electrons are coming out of this. They are actually pushed out. When they are pushed out, do you have a vacancy of electrons here? This vacancy of electrons is nothing but hole. So that's why you are having more and more holes at the oxide semiconductor interface. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This will continue as long as you keep on increasing the voltage. Meaning, if your voltage increases, then the number of holes are keep on increasing. But this is not useful. Of course, if you want to make a what is that NMOS transistor, so you have a P substrate, and then assume that okay, this is okay, P substrate. You have MOS. Since you have n plus here, you have full of holes here. You have full of holes. Can this make a channel? Because here you have a lot of electrons. Here you have a lot of electrons, which the electrons cannot flow here because this is a sea of holes. The conduction of electron is not possible when you apply Vg negative for an NMOS transistor. So that's why for NMOS transistor, if the Vg is negative, current won't flow because channel is not existing. Channel of electron is required for flow of electrons. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is what is happening when Vg is less than 0, provided, of course, we are assuming that VFB is equal to 0. VFB is equal to 0. So what is this VFB is equal to 0 means? Okay, let me just clarify that also. Let me just write this. This is your EF comma EC of your this one metal. This is always metal, and this is oxide. Sorry, and this is your semiconductor. Is this visible? Pen?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Let me just make it. Now, this is EF. You can see both are same. You have this. This is like okay E naught or vacuum level. Can you see this is the separation between the Fermi level of your metal and the vacuum level? We call it as phi s. Sorry, phi m. M stands for metal. This is phi s. So this phi ms is called as work function difference between metal and semiconductor. Phi is actually work function. This work function is nothing but the difference of E naught and EF. If it is of metal, we call it as phi m. If it is E naught minus EF of semiconductor, we call it as phi s. If phi m is equal to phi s, phi ms, which is nothing but phi m minus phi s, is it equal to 0? Like you write, VGS is equal to VG minus VS. If both VG and VS are 0, will you write VGS equal to 0?
Yes, sir.
On the same lines, if the work function of metal and work function of semiconductor are same, we call it as flat band voltage is 0. Meaning, to make the band flat, you are not supposed to apply any voltage. Because with Vg equal to 0 itself, is it already flat?
Yes, sir.
That's why we say this is having a flat band voltage of 0, meaning it doesn't require any extra voltage to make the band flat because it is already flat without any voltage. Because the work function difference between metal and the semiconductor is 0. There are possibilities that they may have different work function. Sorry, this can have lesser work function and this can have more, or vice versa. We'll see that okay. In such case, you may have to apply some extra voltage to make the band flat. So in such case, the flat band voltage will be non-zero. We will just come to that. Now we can see you have this is what I call it as work function of metal and the semiconductor are same, which is ending with phi ms is equal to 0, which will make my flat band voltage also 0. Is this flat band clear? What I'm talking about, flat band voltage is 0. the external
Yes.
voltage to make the band flat is called as flat band voltage. If the work function difference is not there between the metal and the semiconductor, then the flat band voltage is 0, meaning that without applying any voltage, the band is already flat. Will it make sense? Hello? No.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. See now, okay, then suppose if I, at this point of time, if I apply, of course, we are always talking about something like this type of structure. This is now VG. You have metal oxide semiconductor. If VG is less than 0, if VG is less than 0, what happens now? This tries to go above. So let me just write it using a different color. You can see this goes up. This goes up means when VG is negative, are you actually reducing the work function of your metal? So whenever you apply some negative voltage to the material, you are actually assisting the electrons to go out more quickly. So this has went up. Can you see this has reduced? So this will actually move your, you can see this happens like this. So there is a bending. Sorry, this actually, so this this goes this way. Now this, okay, let me write the earlier EC, sir. So if this was your earlier EC, and if this was my earlier EI, and of course whatever distance you have, the same distance you have to maintain towards EV. So this is with gate voltage as 0. Now as you increase the gate voltage, it actually bends. See now, this is again now bending. Is that clear? Oh, this is not there, this is not there, this is correct. Now this is the separation between EI and EF. This is now the separation between EI and EF. So do you have more number of holes at the interface than at the bulk?
Yes, sir.
So when VG is less than 0, I have the blue color. Shall I make VG slightly positive? VG, I'll make it slightly 0. I'll put it down here. This is for VG 0. Now VG is slightly made positive. So in such case, does this band bend this way? So does this bend this way? Does this bend this way? Of course, this will have, correct? The green one corresponds to VG greater than 0. Now, can you see here the number of holes over here and here? Is the number of holes keep on reducing here
Yes, sir.
compared to bulk?
Yes, sir.
Because EI minus EF differences keep reducing, because we have P of P is equal to Ni exponential EI minus EF by KT, correct? So at this point I have EI minus EF almost constant throughout the bulb, but when you are coming over here, is the number of holes keep on reducing as you are applying more and more voltage?
Yes, sir.
So a point may come, suppose if you further increase, suppose if you make VG far greater than 0, far greater than 0. So what will happen? Let me write it using another color. So what happens now is, now the bending is so much that it just bends here. This is also bending too much, and this will also bend too much. Of course, this is also going down. See now, whatever separation you had, Q into phi b here, you have similar Q into phi b. Correct? the number of okay, what is the number of holes here? This much. Now similarly, can I write number of electrons in the p type as equal to Ni exponential again EF minus EI by KT? So can you just tell me what is the number of electrons in the bulk as per this equation? Is it equal to Ni or far less than Ni?
Far less than N.
Why? Why it is far less than Vi? Sorry,
Vg
Ni?
is greater than
Because
Vg is
this
more than.
quantity is negative.
Yes, sir.
So since exponential of some negative will going to bring down this product, Np is very less in the bulk. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Come down here. So this is during the when the voltage is Vg is far greater than 0. Do you have EF more than EI?
Yes, sir.
During that condition, do you have large number of electrons than compared to the electrons in the bulk?
Yes, sir.
And the number of electrons are so high that it is almost equal to majority charge carriers in the bulk.
Yes, sir.
Assume that majority charge carriers are P of P here, and at the interface if you can see the number of electrons are almost equal to number of holes in the bulk. Correct?
Yes, sir.
This what we call it as strong inversion, which is good for making your channel to form. Of course, channel will get formed here itself, but the number of electrons are not sufficient enough to make a good conduction from source to drain. They ensure that, because we always say no far greater than 0, that far greater than 0 when Vg is equal to VTH, then we say it is in strong inversion, which is nothing but 2 phi b. Why it is 2 phi b? This is 1 phi b separation between the electrons, sorry, EI and EF. For this to bend here, what is the overall voltage that you should apply? 2 times of this one. No? To overcome, to make this to come down here, you require phi b voltage. Correct?
Yes.
From here to down here, another by the same magnitude. So is the separation from here to here, is it not 2 times phi b in terms of voltage?
Yes, sir.
So that's why it is this much voltage plus the depletion region. Because as you can see here, can you see here? Even though you have this inversion happened, can you see still this depletion region is still there? Correct?
Sir.
Does this have some potential, barrier potential? So it has got some barrier potential. We need to overcome that also. So that's why, as it was written in the last class, you are supposed to have a voltage which is equal to 2 phi b plus this voltage. See, this is the charge that you have in your depletion region. Q by CV. Q by CV is nothing but Q by C is nothing but voltage, no? Hello. This is Q is equal to CV, no? So if this is the amount of charge that is
Yes, sir.
there
Q
in
is equal
your
to C.
depletion region,
Q is equal to C.
divide
Yes,
by
sir.
Cox, will it give some voltage? This is the voltage that you are supposed to overcome, plus 2 phi b will be the threshold voltage that is required to make the inversion region to happen. Correct?
Yes, sir.
And this phi b will be lesser and lesser if the doping concentration is lower and lower. Correct?
Yes, sir.
If the doping concentration is more, sorry, this will going to keep coming down. Where is this? This whatever EF you have, this will be keep coming down if your doping concentration is more.
Yes, sir.
Now let us see if phi ms is other than 0. So we talked about phi ms is 0. So what do you mean by phi ms 0? work function
Both are
difference. Okay,
same,
both metal and electron, sorry, semiconductor has
equal.
equal work function. Equal work function. Now let
Yes.
me again rewrite that. Okay, if I rewrite
Sir,
this
only inversion region is useful, no, sir?
only, yeah,
Inversion
only inversion
region
region,
is useful, no, sir?
then only your channel will get formed. But we cannot say it is only that region is useful. Suppose if you want to turn off, you need to take out the electrons. Then you need to make the negative, whenever you need to make the gate voltage lesser than threshold.
Yes, sir.
Is it not? Because it's not only transistor is always on, you may have to make it off also. In such case, we have to make VG as negative or 0 or less than VTH. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now this is your E0 vacuum level. Let us make this, let me write this here. Let me write this as EF of the semiconductor. This is EF of metal. Can you see this? Phi m, this is phi s. Is phi ms is less than 0 or is it negative? Phi m minus phi s, is it negative? Because phi s is more, phi m is less. Will it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, how does this is possible? This is possible if you are having a different metal or if you are having a semiconductor with different doping concentration. The question comes, sir, how to have this work function difference other than 0? Because we have different metals, either you can use gold, copper, silver, palladium. There are n number of materials. Each material will have a different work function. Correct? In such case, they always choose a material which has a work function difference between the semiconductor and this should be almost same. There should not be any work function difference. They have to be same. In such case, phi ms becomes 0. Then your flat band voltage is 0. But we are considering phi ms is non-zero. What do you mean by phi ms non-zero? Work function
is not equal.
of metal and semiconductor not equal. In such case, if you are assume that sorry, even though if you make Vg equal to 0, because phi ms is not equal to 0, the channel is already bent. So is it something like this? Is this similar to applying some voltage over here?
Inverse. Yes.
So is it already bent here?
Yes, sir.
ಮೊದಲೇ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಅದು?
Yes,
Why it has already bent? Now you can see now this is, suppose if I say this is my EI, if this is my EC, if this is my EV, they have already bent. They already bent. Correct? So
yes, sir.
You already have a lot of holes here because of this energy difference is more compared to this. Now, how do I make this band flat now? Now I should make the band flat now. So what I have to do? I have to make this band flat. I have to make it something like this. When I make it flat, so I need to apply some voltage. Correct?
Yes, sir.
With Vg equal to 0, this was the case. You can see it is already bent. Why it has bent? Because phi ms is negative. Now I need to apply some, what voltage should I apply now?
Positive voltage.
I need to apply positive voltage to make the band flat. Is your VFB positive now? Is your VFB positive now?
Yes, sir.
So flat band voltage is with Vg equal to 0, the band has already bent. Now you need to apply some voltage to make it first flat. Because what is your intention? Your intention for making it to what is that? Strong inversion is from here this has to actually bend till this point. Correct? It has to bend till Q5B. correct? What is actually your VTHO? You can see VTHO corresponds to the threshold voltage. Shall I write it as 2 phi B plus what is that, under root of 2 Q Na epsilon S 2 phi B by Cox, correct? This was in the earlier case where the flat band is already flat. So if you apply this much, for the earlier case it was fine, you are getting that strong inversion. But here this is once the band is flat. Getting my point? This is the required voltage to get the strong inversion if the band is flat. Is the band flat here with phi m equal to not equal to 0? With phi m is equal to negative, is the band flat here? Just look at this red one. Is it flat?
No, sir.
Now, when it is not flat, do you require to apply more voltage than it was flat? Assume that with phi ms is equal to 0, your VTO was something like 0.6 volts. Assume that. So that 0.6 may be 0.4 from the first part and 0.2 from the second part. So we have two parts. No? This is assume that you have 2 phi b plus so and so. So you require to have 0.4 plus 0.2, so that overall it is 0.6 when the band is flat. If phi ms is negative, is the band is already bent towards the something like this, what should happen? Along with this 0.6, I should apply some extra voltage. Why should I apply some extra voltage? Getting my point? 0.6 is true if the band is flat. So first I should make the band flat, no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
A band flat ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ do I need to apply some extra voltage?
Yes, sir.
So this threshold voltage is not only this, it is plus one more term which is VFB. So we write it as VTHO is VFB plus 2 times phi b plus 2q Na epsilon s 2 phi b whole divided by Cox. What is this VFB now?
Positive.
It is the external voltage that you should apply to make the band flat. And what is this now? This is the required voltage to make the band bend towards it should bend till here, correct? So do you prefer phi ms as negative to have a lesser threshold voltage? Hello.
No, sir. Phi ms should be positive.
If phi ms is positive, then your threshold, because this phi flat band voltage can be positive or negative. Let us see if phi ms is positive, how it looks. Getting this point now? Hello. What is this phi ms 0, phi ms negative? Okay, how the things may look like if phi ms is positive?
Sir, the band is already bent towards the.
Yeah, it is already bent down,
Inward side.
something like this.
Yes, sir.
It's already down here. So
Yes,
does
sir.
it mean that you are already down towards that required portion?
Yes, sir.
Then this is what is actually required. Because it is already bent, you can see this is how much is required. Since it is an earlier bent is already there, assume that that is minus 0.1. So are you now supposed to apply only 0.5 volts?
Yes, sir.
This minus 0.1 has been given due to the bending of your band, due to a work function difference which is positive. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So this work function difference matters a lot while fixing the threshold voltage, correct? So that's why maybe have you noticed that for gate what is the material that we are using? For gate what is the material that we are using?
Metal.
Polysilicon.
Polysilicon. This is very important. Okay, now I just want to stress here that could you now get that? Okay, 5ms0 how it looks, with 5ms is equal to negative how it looks. Maybe let me just show you whether it is there here or not. Of course you can just have a look at this. This is, you can see, irrespective whether you have some VFB or not, if the gate voltage is equal to flat band voltage, will it be flat now? Correct? Now will you appreciate now? VG equal to
Yes, sir.
VFB in the Reno. VFB can be either negative or positive. Getting this point or not? Hello, idenandre.
Yes, sir.
Assume that
Yes, sir.
this is what the red one. Does the flat band voltage positive?
Negative.
Yes, sir.
Andre, I need to apply some positive gate voltage so that it becomes flat. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So suppose if I apply VG equal to VFB, does this band which was bent, will it become flat?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here the blue one, VFB is actually negative.
Minus V.
Correct?
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Now VFB is there. How do I make it to go flat here?
Minus VFB.
I need to
By
apply
applying
I
negative
need to
voltage.
apply negative voltage at the gate. How much negative I should apply? I should apply flat band voltage magnitude. So suppose if there is no work function difference, how much is the gate voltage should apply?
0.
0. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರೋದು. Correct? VG can be 0, VG can be positive, VG can be negative. That is equal to flat band. So if the gate voltage is equal to flat band voltage, band is flat. Correct? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about this? Of course, maybe for the timing, for the first case, you can assume it as VFB is equal to 0. VG equal to 0, this is how it looks. VG less than 0, it went up, and you can see the bending is happening so, and you have more number of holes here, it is in. Can you just see here? You have, can you see this dotted line? This dotted line corresponds to oxide semiconductor interface. So, do you have negative charges at that, or that metal and oxide side? This is oxide, this is metal. At the interface, do you have negative charges because of VG negative? Do you have positive charges again at the interface due to holes here? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How about this? You have applied some positive voltage. Can you see positive charges there again at the interface of metal and oxide? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See here, for the initial smaller voltage, do you have negative charges which is extending deeper into the bulb due to depletion region? Because depletion region enundre, it will not be there only one layer. It will be, of course, as we just mentioned in the, that's, you can just see this. Okay, this is extending here, whereas here this is just very close to your oxide. Sorry, what is that? Metal and oxide interface. This is oxide and semiconductor interface. Even when you apply positive voltage to the gate, you can see you have more and more positive charges at the interface, whereas negative charges are going deeper. Now to just make sure that, okay, white is going deeper, will it make sense here like this? Okay, here. See, this is when you apply small positive voltage. If you apply slightly more positive voltage, do you have this deepening here? Can you see this? That's why while representing that, they have positive charges. This negative charge is actually deepening here. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So that's why this is Q plus, this is Q minus. This way indicates that this is due to depletion. Correct? See here? And if you apply more voltage, can you see this? This cannot extend for a longer width, because depletion width cannot increase infinitely. So there is a limit for this depletion width anymore. Can you see the height of this Q plus and this Q plus? Is this more here?
Yes, sir.
If you apply more and more what positive voltage along with the depletion, you have electrons accumulated at the oxide semiconductor interface. This is the channel. That's what we have shown here. Can you see here? This is, you still have that negative charges due to that ion. Can you see these electrons? So this is actually being represented in a different fashion. If this is more, you have this depletion region. Q is minus Q is given by this, and along with that you're going to have this. What is this representation? The horizontal one, which is close to oxide semiconductor interface on the surface. This negative charges due to electron is indicated here. How about this longer one? This one.
Immobile
It is again negative charges
depletion.
due to immobile ions. Will it make sense? This is of course pretty interesting and important. Okay, where do you write the charges? Charges are there at the interface. At the interface, they are going into the bulk. This cannot go infinitely. If it was going infinitely, you would have never had electrons here. Correct? Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, this is, forget it. Okay, let me just show you this one more. Okay, if I can, let me see it. Okay, it's not there. That's fine. Okay. Of course, we can similarly write it for. Okay, this is for N type. Can you see this general case? Okay, this one you can. This will give you some information. Some. See here, this is metal oxide semiconductor. Can you see this 5m is equal to 5s? They're almost same. See here.
Yes, sir.
Special case with work function, equal work function. So when you're having equal work function, when you join it, it is already flat. Next, what happens when the work function differences? When the work function is different, this is what you have. Can you see this 5? This is 5m is less, this is more. Can you see 5ms is what? Now this is already bent. Can you see this is already bent? So in such case, you are supposed to apply. If you want to make it flat, what you should what you should apply? First, you have to make it flat. No,
Negative.
you need to apply some
Negative.
negative voltage so that it becomes flat. So is your flat band voltage negative now?
Sir, is that negative voltage apply is necessary?
If you want to make the band flat, that's why it is called
Sir,
as.
for inversion, we can't do that.
That's what, man. If the flat band voltage is negative, V threshold is less. Correct, Tanay?
Yes, sir.
Because what you have in the threshold voltage expression, do you have this term also coming to picture? It can be positive or negative, no?
Mm.
If it
Yes,
is
sir.
negative, will it not assist you to have a reduced threshold voltage?
Yes, sir.
So it is possible to have either VFB positive or negative. Suppose if your work function difference is positive, what will you end up with? Let me just go back here. This is in this case uh, the work function. This is a different work function. Fine. I don't know whether I have it for the other case. It's not there. Here you can see 5ms is negative. Correct? 5s is more, this is less. So you have a negative flat band voltage, meaning that to make the band flat, you are supposed to apply negative voltage. So to have inversion, do you actually require lesser voltage?
Yes, sir.
So it is lesser voltage. If it is the other case,
More voltage.
if VFB is positive, so as we discussed over here, where is that? So if I come here, see the red one. Red one is your 5ms is already negative. So you are supposed to apply first, you have to bring it down and then further down. So your VF will be positive. When VFB is positive, the threshold voltage also increases. So this can be either negative or positive. So can I able to adjust the threshold voltage by changing the concentration of the phi m of this? Phi m of this.
Yes, sir.
So maybe let me, I don't know whether I can able to show you that or not. There is something like called as let me just process. I'll just show you that. Okay, how can you adjust that? One of the process during the fabrication process, there is one more step called as threshold voltage adjustment. You can certainly adjust the threshold voltage even during the fabrication by changing the doping concentration of the polysilicon. Let me just show you that. Okay, how it happens. Okay, CMOS. Just give me 1 minute time. I'm just trying to show you. Okay, here. I'll just share this. Where can I share? Is the PPT visible?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll make it.
Camera.
Okay. Now, can you see here? Are you exposing polysilicon, this, and this during the diffusion process?
Yes, sir.
Can you see this polysilicon is also exposed?
Yes, sir.
Polysilicon is nothing but a silicon with different amorphous proportion. So the doping concentration of, suppose if you change the doping concentration of this polysilicon, you are actually changing the work function of this particular gate structure, because now you have this, even though we call it as metal oxide semiconductor, they are not actually metals, it is actually polysilicon. Polysilicon, you can change the work function of that. If you change the work function, you can change the what threshold voltage of. So there can be one more special process where you can change the doping concentration of this particular silicon, which will adjust the threshold voltage. How do you adjust the threshold voltage? By changing this work function, because that you are going to change VFB. If VFB changes, then the threshold voltage will naturally change. Correct? So that's why in most of the cases, the gate is not done using metal, it is done using polysilicon, so that you can able to change the doping concentration of that, meaning you can change the work function of this particular material, so that you can have the desired amount of threshold voltage. Because in some specific applications you may need to have lesser threshold voltage or larger threshold voltage, so that's why it is still possible to go for adjustment of threshold voltage even during the fabrication process. Of course, you have fixed all these thin oxide layer and all other things, but you can still change the threshold voltage by changing the doping concentration of this or the work function of this metal. Okay, hopefully we could able to I think you have more clarity now than in the previous class about the energy band diagram of okay, MOS capacitors. And similar to that, of course, we can just think of the same analysis for a PMOS capacitor. So whatever that we have discussed is for NMOS capacitor. So let me just see, can I able to show that also so that you can rewrite that. I think yeah, this is for N type. Just slightly minimize this. See here, the inversion happens exactly the opposite way, because you need to have what hole as the holes have to be found for the channel creation. Of course, you'll be having electrons. Electrons will not be useful in your p channel. You need to have holes here, so you need to apply Vg negative. So Vg is less than Vt, then you're going to have surface becomes p type, even though it is a n type semiconductor. When I say surface, the oxide semiconductor surface will become p type. So in the earlier case, so over here, this is actually p type, this is actually p type, the surface becomes n type. That's what we call it as inversion. Will it make sense? What is this? Okay, you can see here, surface becomes p type, electrons repelled from the source, and then of course you have surface, and you have electrons accumulated here. When you apply positive voltage, when you apply positive voltage, you're going to have negative here, that is in the form of electrons. You have n type, majority charge carriers here at the surface, that's why you call it as accumulation. Electrons are pushed out, you don't have any charge carriers here, that's why you call it as depletion. If it is very negative, of course if the gate voltage is far negative, you're going to have number of electrons are pushed out, so that you'll have lot of holes here. So when there are holes means, okay, it looks like a p-type material, that's why the name inversion. So this is the NMOS capacitor and the PMOS capacitor. Of course, if you have n-type semiconductor, means it's a PMOS capacitor. If you have a P substrate here, means then it's a NMOS capacitor. Again, whatever flat band we discuss, it holds good for both of them. So the required voltage to make the band flat is called as flat band voltage. That may assist your threshold voltage, that may increase your threshold voltage. Both are possible. Okay, then thank you so much.